Civilization or Barbarism, an Authentic Anthropology by Dr. Cheikh and Diop. Classical physics affirms that it can be described physical reality, independently of its observation. Niels Bohr's theory of correspondence, wave corpuscle, denies the objectivity of the observations of physics at the quantum level. Finally, the completeness principle is satisfied when a theory is capable of representing all the aspects of the real. Albert Einstein, who wanted absolutely to prove quantum physics wrong because he did not want to renounce the above stated three principles, tried to demonstrate its completeness in a famous article published in 1935 with his collaborators Boris Podolsky and Nathan Rosen, hence the name often given to this publication. EPR paradox, reproducing the three initials. According to Einstein, two correlated particles governed by the function of Max Born's wave interact, then move away from each other. By successively determining the position and the impulse of one without disturbing the other, one nevertheless obtains respectively analogous information about the other. David Bohm took up the same experiment of thought by replacing the two particles with a system represented by a molecule whose two atoms are moving away from each other, the total rotation being nil. One measures on the perpendicular XY axes. The components of the atomic rotations of only one of the atoms. Bohr responded by demonstrating that the conjugated quantities chosen by Einstein and his collaborators for their article were not simultaneously observable, and that the definition of reality in the EPR thesis was improper. In 1932, John von Neumann wanted to salvage determinism in quantum mechanics by introducing hidden variables, meaning unobservable factors. But he ended up with the conclusion that the theory with hidden variables is incompatible with the predictions of quantum mechanics. However, in 1952, David Bohm proved the opposite by introducing a coherent theory of quantum mechanics with hidden variables. But meanwhile, J.S. Bell's works had removed the difficulties that von Neumann's thesis had identified. From then on, it was legitimate to apply the theories with hidden variables to quantum mechanics. Bohm tried to reinterpret the EPR argument using the theory of hidden variables by supporting that the instantaneous transmission of uncontrollable perturbations from one particle to another was possible, whereas the maximal speed of propagation of a signal is that of light, according to the theory of general relativity. The notion of instantaneity has drawn attention to those of validity and locality, which are, as principles already contained in Einstein's EPR argument. The validity of any theory supposes the confirmation through experiment, and the locality postulates that two systems separated in space and that are no longer interacting with each other do not influence one another. Einstein's EPR thesis showed that a theory could not respect at the same time the four principles of reality: completeness, validity, and locality. We'll pause right here. Continue back with the conclusion of chapter 17, Civilization or Barbarism. I'm Uriel Riley. High's Heart.